There is a truth that is very hard to hear, but if you are brave enough to listen until the end of this video, it may make you look at your entire life in a completely different way. The thing destroying your future is not poverty. It is not because you do not have enough time. It is not because you were born into difficult circumstances. It is not because there are too many people out there who are better than you. And it is definitely not because life is unfair. Your most dangerous enemy is not standing in front of you. It is not wearing armor. It is not holding a weapon. It is not screaming in your face. It is much quieter than that, much more subtle than that. It lives inside your own mind, and it speaks to you every single day with a voice that sounds very familiar. It says, "I'm too tired today. I'll do it tomorrow." It says, "Now is not the right time." It says, "I'm not good enough yet. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right conditions." It says, "I'll start when everything becomes more stable." And the scary thing is, every time you listen to that voice, you think you are being reasonable. You think you have a valid reason. You think you are protecting yourself from pressure. But in reality, you are locking yourself inside an invisible cage. A cage built from procrastination, fear, and excuses disguised so cleverly that you almost believe they are the truth. Be honest with yourself for just a few seconds. How many times have you said you were going to change, but everything stayed exactly the same? How many times have you promised yourself that you would start working out, learn a new skill, build a content channel, earn more income, take better care of yourself, live with more discipline? But only a few days later, you return to the exact same version of yourself. You are not lacking dreams. You are not lacking desire. You are not lacking those nights when you lie awake thinking about a better version of yourself. What you lack is not ambition. What you lack is the necessary ruthlessness to cut ties with the weak version of yourself that keeps pulling you backward. Because change never comes to people who only wish for it. Change only comes to those who dare to take action even when they are not in the mood, even when they are tired, even when they are afraid, even when everything around them is far from perfect. Life does not wait until you are ready. Opportunity does not stand still until you feel confident. Time does not stop just because you feel overwhelmed today. Every day you procrastinate, someone else out there is doing the exact thing you were supposed to do. Every day you comfort yourself with the words, "I'll do it tomorrow." Someone else is quietly moving forward, even though they are tired too, afraid to, and dealing with their own problems too. And then one day, you look back and realize they are already far ahead. Not because they were luckier than you, not because everything was easier for them, but because while you were negotiating with your laziness, they chose discipline. While you were waiting for inspiration, they chose action. While you were looking for reasons, they were looking for solutions. That is the most painful moment, when you realize life did not leave you behind. You stood still for too long. But that also means you still have a choice. If you are the one standing in your own way, then you are also the one who can step aside and make room for a stronger version of yourself to appear. No one can do that for you. No video, no motivational quote, no teacher, no friend can save you if you still want to hold on to your old excuses. You have to be the one who pulls yourself up. You have to be the one who looks in the mirror and says, "Enough." Enough with making promises and not keeping them. Enough with knowing you need to change but still living the same way. Enough with feeling jealous of other people's success while refusing to pay the price they paid. Enough with wasting time and then wondering why your life is not getting better. You do not need a perfect day to begin. You only need one serious decision. Start when you are still clumsy. Start when you still lack experience. Start when you are not confident yet. Start when you do not have much money in your pocket. Start when nobody believes in you. Start when everything still feels messy. Because the winner is not the person with the most beautiful beginning. The winner is the person who keeps moving when every reason to quit appears. And now, ask yourself one question. If you continue living exactly the way you are living now for one more year, will you be proud of yourself?
If the answer is no, then you already know what you need to do.
Do not wait for another sign. Do not wait for someone to tap you on the shoulder and tell you that you are ready. Do not wait until the pain becomes unbearable before you finally decide to change. Because sometimes the price of procrastination does not come immediately. It comes slowly, silently, day by day. It takes away your confidence. It takes away your belief. It takes away the opportunities you once could have taken. And by the time you realize it, the thing that hurts the most is not failure. It is the feeling of knowing you could have done better, but you did not. This video is not for people who want to be comforted. It is for people who are tired of living below their true potential. It is for the person who knows that deep inside there is still a stronger, sharper, more disciplined, more relentless version of themselves. But that version has been buried for too long beneath the words, "I'm tired, I'm busy, I'm not ready, I'll do it tomorrow." No, there is no more tomorrow. The only moment you truly have is today. And if you do not do something different today, your tomorrow will only be a copy of yesterday. So if you are listening to these words and you feel something inside you waking up, do not ignore that feeling. It is not just a temporary emotion. It is the strongest part of you trying to speak. It has been silent for too long. It has watched you break promises to yourself too many times. And now it wants to come back. Give it a chance. Right after this video, do one thing you have been delaying for too long. It does not need to be big. It does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be action. Write the first plan. Work out for 10 minutes. Read 5 pages. Learn a new skill. Record your first video. Send an important message. Clean your workspace. Do anything that proves you are no longer a slave to procrastination. If you feel like this video is speaking directly to you, hit the like button and save it right now. Not to watch it for entertainment, but so that every time you feel like giving up, you have a reminder that your biggest enemy is not out there. It is hidden inside the reasons you keep using to avoid action. And if you are ready to start again today, comment one word below: start. No need to explain, no need for long promises, just one word. A declaration to yourself that from today on, you will no longer live weakly under the shadow of your excuses. Do you know what the most dangerous thing about procrastination is? It does not destroy you in one day. It does not make your whole life collapse immediately. It does not make you wake up the next morning and lose everything. No, it is far more subtle than that. Procrastination kills you little by little. A little bit of confidence today, a little bit of discipline tomorrow, a little bit of self-belief next week, a little bit of opportunity next month. And just like that, you do not realize you are losing yourself until one day you look in the mirror and no longer recognize the person standing in front of you. You once had big dreams. You once believed you would do something different. You once thought you could not live an ordinary life, repeating the same cycle over and over again. Waking up, going to work, feeling exhausted, spending money, complaining, and then going to sleep in helplessness. But then, what happened? You started compromising. At first, it was just one day off, then one loose week, then 1 month without action. Then a whole year passed and everything was still the same. And the scary thing is, you still know you are wrong. You know you are wasting time. You know you are not living up to your potential. But you keep putting yourself to sleep with words that sound very reasonable. I just need some rest. I'll start when things become more stable. I don't have the right conditions yet. I'm not like other people. I need more time to prepare. But be honest, are you really preparing or are you hiding? Do you truly need more time, or are you just afraid to face the possibility that you might fail? Do you really lack the right conditions, or are you using your circumstances to cover up the fact that you are not disciplined enough yet? This is the moment when you must stop lying to yourself. No one becomes strong by waiting for things to become easier. No one builds a life they can be proud of by only taking action on the days they feel inspired. No one reaches the top by standing at the bottom of the mountain and complaining that the road is too steep. Life does not reward the person who talks the most. It rewards the person who is willing to do the hardest things for the longest time with the most consistency, even when nobody is watching. You want a better body? It does not come from one intense workout filled with motivation. It comes from the days when you do not want to train, but still put on your shoes and stand up. You want a better income? It does not come from one brilliant idea in the middle of the night. It comes from the days when you learn more, try more, fail more, and work more while other people are scrolling through their phones just to kill time. You want to build a content channel, a business, a new skill, a new life? Then you must accept one truth. The beginning will not be glamorous. It will be awkward. It will be messy. It will make you doubt yourself. It will make you feel like you are not good enough yet. But that beginning is exactly what separates serious people from dreamers. Everyone wants the result, but very few people want the process. Everyone wants recognition, but very few people are willing to work in silence. Everyone wants a better life, but very few people are willing to give up the habits that are destroying their current one. You cannot want change while keeping everything from your old life. You cannot want success while living with the schedule of a failure. You cannot want financial freedom while spending emotionally, working carelessly, learning halfway, and quitting the moment things get difficult. You cannot want respect from others while you do not even keep your word to yourself. That is the real problem. Every time you make a promise to yourself and fail to keep it, you are not just missing one task. You are teaching your brain that your words have no value. You are proving to yourself that you cannot be trusted. And when you no longer trust yourself, every goal becomes distant. You say you will wake up early, but then you turn off the alarm. You say you will study, but then you open your phone. You say you will save money, but then you buy something you do not need. You say you will begin, but then you keep waiting. Those small things may seem insignificant, but they are building your identity. Either the identity of a disciplined person or the identity of someone who constantly breaks promises to themselves. And your life will follow the identity you repeat every single day. It is not what you say that determines who you are. What you do when nobody is watching determines who you truly are. When the room is quiet, when nobody is cheering for you, when nobody is forcing you, when you can be lazy and nobody will know. That is exactly when your future is being shaped. Do you choose to sit down and work or lie down for just a little longer? Do you choose to learn one more lesson or scroll through one more video? Do you choose to face the difficult task or avoid it with a reason that sounds reasonable? Nobody sees those moments, but the results of those moments will eventually be seen by everyone. One day, people will look at you and say, "How did you change so much?" They will only see the final result. They will not see the nights you had to force yourself to get up. They will not see the times you wanted to quit but kept going anyway. They will not see the days when you felt lonely, exhausted, and full of doubt, yet still chose action. And that is the beauty of discipline. Discipline is not loud. Discipline does not need applause every day. Discipline is a silent promise between you and the future version of yourself. It says, "I will not betray the person I am trying to become." You have to understand this. No one is coming to save you. There is no mysterious person who will appear and pull you out of procrastination. There is no magical opportunity that will fall from the sky while you are lying there waiting. There is no perfect day when you suddenly wake up with all the motivation, energy, money, skills, and confidence you need. You will have to begin while things are still missing. You will have to take action while you are still afraid. You will have to walk while you still cannot see the entire path. You will have to do what needs to be done before your emotions agree with you. Because emotion is not the leader. Emotion changes every hour. Today it is excited. Tomorrow it is bored. Today it believes. Tomorrow it doubts. If you let emotion drive your life, you will keep going in circles. Discipline is the steering wheel. Discipline is what pulls you out of bed when your mind wants to stay there. Discipline is what places you at your desk when your body wants to rest. Discipline is what keeps you going when the results have not appeared yet. Discipline is the bridge between the person you are now and the person you want to become. And do not misunderstand. Discipline does not mean you are never tired. It does not mean you are never afraid. It does not mean you are always strong. Discipline means you still do it when you are tired. You still walk when you are afraid. You still keep your word when you no longer feel interested. You still continue when nobody has recognized you yet. That is when you begin to take back control of your life. From today on, do not ask, "Do I feel like doing this?" Ask instead, will this bring me closer to the person I want to become? If the answer is yes, then do it. Even if it is slow, even if it is small, even if it is not perfect, do it anyway. Because small actions repeated every day will defeat every big promise that is never fulfilled. You do not need to transform your entire life overnight. You only need to win one weak moment, then another, then one more day. And those small victories will become new proof for your brain that says, I am someone who does what I say. When you begin to believe in yourself again, everything changes. You no longer need someone to push you. You no longer need outside motivation. You no longer live like someone being dragged around by circumstances. You begin to stand up straight, look at your life, and understand that everything may not be perfect yet, but you are no longer a victim. You are responsible. And when a person truly takes responsibility for their life, they become dangerous in the most positive way. Because at that point, they no longer look for excuses. They look for solutions. They no longer blame. They take action. They no longer wait to be saved. They build their own way out. That is the moment when the old version of you begins to die, and a new version begins to wake up. And when that new version of you begins to wake up, you will start to feel something strange. You will no longer look at difficulty the same way you used to. In the past, just a little bit of tiredness could make you want to stop. Just one criticism could make you doubt yourself. Just one failure could make you think maybe you were not meant for this. Just one moment when things did not go according to plan could make you search for a reason to run back to your comfort zone. But when you truly wake up, you begin to understand that difficulty does not come to destroy you. It comes to test whether you are serious about what you say. Because anyone can say they want to change when everything is easy. Anyone can promise they will try harder when their heart is full of inspiration. Anyone can imagine a better future when they have not yet had to pay the price in sweat, time, tears, and loneliness. But life does not test you with words. Life tests you with pressure, with the days when nobody believes in you, with the mornings when you wake up exhausted, with the times when you give everything you have, but the results still do not come, with the moments when you want to quit the most. And it is in those moments that your true self is revealed. Not when you are happy, not when everything is going well, not when everyone is clapping for you, but when you are standing alone, with nothing guaranteed, with no one promising that you will succeed, and yet you still choose to keep moving forward. That is where real strength is born. You have to understand this. There is a powerful part inside you, but it will never appear if you keep living an easy life. It will not appear when you only choose what is comfortable. It will not appear when you keep avoiding pain. It only wakes up when you are pushed to your limits, when you are forced to face yourself, when you decide that you can no longer continue living weakly. Some pain does not come to make you fall. It comes to force you to grow. Some failures do not come to end your dream. They come to remove the illusion inside you, to teach you how to start again with more wisdom, more toughness, and more sharpness. Some lonely days do not come to prove that you have been abandoned. They come to teach you how to stand firm without needing anyone's approval. And some losses do not come to take everything from you. They come to show you what truly matters, what must be released, and what is worth fighting for until the very end. The question is, what will you do with that pain? Will you let it turn you into a bitter, weak person who keeps complaining about life? Or will you turn it into fuel? Look back at the times when people looked down on you, the times when others did not believe in you, the times when you were rejected, the times when you failed in silence, the times when you had to swallow your tears alone and had no one to talk to. Do not waste those pains. Do not let them become nothing more than sad memories. Make them pay. Every time you are underestimated, use it to work harder. Every time you are rejected, use it to become better. Every time you fail, use it to learn how to stand back up faster. Every time you want to quit, remember that a future version of you is looking back and begging you not to stop now. Have you suffered this much just to return to your old self? Have you lost this much time just to keep procrastinating? You have felt pain. You have felt disappointment. You have blamed yourself. You have promised that you would change. And now you still want to quit just because today feels a little harder? No, you are not allowed to betray yourself again. From this moment on, stop asking life to become easier. Start demanding yourself to become stronger. Do not wish for less pressure. Train your mind to handle greater pressure. Do not wish for fewer problems. Become someone who is better at solving problems. Do not wish for someone to come and pull you up. Turn yourself into someone strong enough to stand up, even when no hand is reaching out to help. Because this world does not owe you an easy life. No one is responsible for fully understanding your pain. No one is responsible for waiting until you are ready. No one is responsible for believing in your dream before you prove that it is worth believing in. You want to be respected? Live like someone worthy of respect. You want different results? Dare to do the things your old self always avoided. You want a stronger life? Stop living as if you have unlimited time. Because the truth is, you do not know how many days you still have left to procrastinate. You do not know how many opportunities will pass through your life. You do not know how many times you can say tomorrow before everything becomes too late. Time does not scream when it leaves you. It simply passes in silence. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and then you realize you are still standing in the same place. Only now you are older, more exhausted, with less belief and more regret. Do not let that happen. Do not let your life become a long list of unfinished promises. Do not let your dreams slowly die inside comfort. Do not let the strongest version of yourself stay buried just because your current version is too afraid to begin. You do not need to be perfect, but you must be honest. Honest about your fear. Honest about your weakness. Honest about the bad habits that are pulling you down. Honest about how much time you have wasted. And most importantly, honest about the fact that you can still change. Do not say you cannot do it when you have not yet given everything you have. Do not say you have no opportunity when you have not yet used everything that is already in your hands. Do not say you are not strong enough when you have never truly forced yourself beyond your old limits. You are not lacking strength inside. You have simply allowed comfort to cover it in dust for too long. Now it is time to wipe that dust away. Now it is time to wake up the person you once promised you would become. A person who does not need to be reminded before taking action. A person who is not controlled by emotions. A person who does not quit just because today is difficult. A person who knows how to work in silence, how to endure pressure, how to turn pain into fuel, how to rise after every fall, and how to keep moving forward with colder eyes, stronger determination, and a more dangerous level of focus. You do not need to prove yourself to the entire world today, but you do need to prove yourself to yourself. Prove that you still have the ability to control your life. Prove that you are no longer someone who only talks. Prove that from today on, your promises to yourself will carry weight. Because once you regain trust in yourself, everything begins to change. You will no longer need to wait for someone to motivate you. You become your own source of motivation. You will no longer need anyone's approval. Your results will speak for themselves. You will no longer fear difficult days, because you know those are the very days that are building the person you will one day be proud of. And when the pain returns, when exhaustion comes back, when your mind starts whispering, stop, remember this. You were not born just to survive each day. You were not born just to repeat an ordinary life. You were not born to bow your head to the excuses you created yourself. You were born to rise, to fight, to build, to overcome, and to become living proof that a person can change their entire life the moment they stop blaming and start taking action. So stand up, not tomorrow, not when you are ready, not when everything becomes easier, but today, right in this imperfect state, right inside this exhaustion, right inside this fear, right inside your current circumstances. Because strong people do not wait for the storm to pass before they step outside. They step into the storm and learn how to stand firm inside it. And from the moment you dare to step forward, your old life begins to lose control over you. A new version is rising, and this time, do not let it fall asleep again. And when that new version of you rises, you will begin to understand something you used to avoid. No transformation comes for free. If you want a different life, you must pay for it with your old self. You cannot carry all your weak habits, your negative thoughts, your familiar excuses, your meaningless distractions, your hours of uncontrolled scrolling, and still expect to step into a stronger future. You cannot. Some things inside you must die so that a better version of you can live. Laziness must die. Procrastination must die. The habit of making promises and not keeping them must die. The weak ego that constantly needs other people to understand must die. The part of you that keeps blaming your circumstances, your family, society, your job, money, and time, that part must die too. Because you cannot hold on to your old self while begging for a new life. This is the moment when you must choose. Either you continue living the same way, keep complaining that you are tired, busy, lacking the right conditions, and not ready yet. Then another year passes, and you are still there with the same pain, the same regret, and the same exhausted eyes staring back at you in the mirror. Or you stand up today and say, "From now on, I will no longer live like this." Not to tell anyone else, not to post online just to prove something, not to shout with motivation for a few minutes and then return to your old lifestyle, but as a silent, cold, serious declaration to yourself. From today on, you no longer negotiate with laziness. From today on, you no longer ask your emotions for permission before taking action. From today on, you no longer wait for motivation before you begin. From today on, you do what needs to be done, whether your mood agrees or not. That is real freedom. Many people think freedom means doing whatever they feel like doing. But the truth is, if you only follow your emotions, you are not free. You are being controlled by your emotions. You want to sleep longer, so you sleep. You want to quit, so you quit. You want to spend money, so you spend. You want to procrastinate, so you procrastinate. You call that freedom, but in reality, it is slavery in disguise. Real freedom is when you can do what is right, even when your emotions do not want to. Freedom is when your body wants to stay in bed, but you still get up. Freedom is when your mind wants to quit, but you keep going. Freedom is when everyone around you chooses comfort, but you choose discipline. Freedom is when you are no longer controlled by short-term desires because you are fighting for a long-term future. And to earn that freedom, you must be willing to struggle. You must accept the days when nobody understands you. You must accept the seasons of working in silence. You must accept that results will not come immediately. You must accept the loneliness of going against your old habits and the habits of the crowd. But remember this, the people who build a life they are proud of are not people who have never felt pain. They simply refuse to let pain turn them into weak people. They have been tired too. They have been afraid too. They have been rejected too. They have failed too. They have had nights when they lay in bed with only one question in their mind. Can I really do this? But the difference is, they did not stop at that question. They still woke up the next day. They still worked. They still learned. They still tried again. They still corrected their mistakes. They still moved forward, one small step at a time, one day at a time, until their old self could no longer catch up with them. You must become like that too. Do not try to change your whole life in one day. Start by defeating yourself in one small thing. Wake up on time once. Finish one task you have been delaying. Turn off your phone for 1 hour. Write down your goals clearly. Train for just 10 minutes. Learn one lesson from a new skill. Do one thing you know you need to do, but have been avoiding for too long. Do not underestimate those small victories, because every time you defeat yourself, you send a powerful signal to your brain. I am no longer the same person. And when that signal is repeated enough times, your identity begins to change. You are no longer someone trying to be disciplined. You become a disciplined person. You are no longer someone trying to take action. You become a person who always takes action. You are no longer someone hoping that one day they will become strong. You become strong through the way you live every single day. That is how a new life is built. Not through one glamorous moment, not through one big promise, not through one night full of inspiration, but through hundreds, thousands of small choices when nobody is watching. Every time you choose action instead of delay, you place another brick into your future. Every time you choose discipline instead of comfort, you strengthen your foundation. Every time you choose to stand up instead of lying down, you are telling life, I am still here. I am not finished yet. And that is the spirit you must carry from today on. You are not finished. No matter how much time you have wasted in the past, you are not finished. No matter how many times you have failed, you are not finished. No matter who doubted you, laughed at you, or walked away from you, you are still not finished. Even if your current life gives you nothing to be proud of yet, you are still not finished. As long as you are still breathing, you still have the right to rewrite your story. But that right will not last forever if you keep procrastinating. One day, you will not have the same health you have now. One day, opportunities will not be as many as they are now. One day, the people you love may no longer be there to see you change. One day, you will look back and wish you had started sooner. Do not wait for that day. Do not let your future self pay the price for today's weakness. Do not let the future version of you live in regret because your current version refused to take action. You do not need more time. You need to use the time you already have more seriously. You do not need more motivation. You need to stop betraying the promises you make to yourself. You do not need more reasons to begin. You need one decision strong enough to never return to the old path again. And that decision must happen now. Not after this video, only to forget everything. Not after feeling motivated for a few minutes, then continuing to scroll on your phone. Not by leaving a comment just for energy, only to live tomorrow exactly the same as yesterday. No, this time must be different. This time, you must prove it with action. As soon as this video ends, stand up and do one specific thing. Just one thing. But it must be real. It must be clear. It must prove that you are not just listening to feel something. You are listening to change. If you have been delaying your workout, train for 10 minutes right now. If you have been delaying your study, open the material right now. If you have been delaying making money, write down your first plan. If you have been delaying building your channel, record your first video. If you have been delaying putting your life in order, start with your room, your desk, your notebook, your schedule. Do not wait until you feel ready. Act first, and the feeling will come later. Discipline first, and confidence will come later. Start first, and the path will become clearer later. That is the secret so many people do not understand. They think they need belief before they take action. But the truth is, action is what creates belief. When you complete one small thing, you believe you can complete another. When you keep your word once, you believe you can keep it again. When you overcome one difficult day, you believe you can overcome harder days. And just like that, you rebuild yourself from the inside. No one can take that power away from you. No one can stop a person who has decided to take full responsibility for their life. So right now, ask yourself, do you want to continue being the person who only watches motivational videos but never changes? Or do you want to become the kind of person that one day makes others look at you and wonder, what made this person transform so powerfully? The answer lies in what you do after this video ends. If you are ready to end the excuses, comment one word below, start. Not so I can see it, but so you can see it. So you have a marker, a declaration, a clear line between your old self and your new self. Hit the like button if this video awakens something inside you. Save it so that whenever you feel weak, you can come back and remember how serious you once were about your life. And if you know someone who is trapped in procrastination, share this video with them. Maybe they do not need another word of comfort. Maybe what they need is a wake-up call. As for you, from today on, do not live as if you have unlimited time. Do not live as if your dreams do not matter. Do not live as if the promises you make to yourself can be broken one more time. You have procrastinated long enough. You have stayed silent long enough. You have bowed your head to weakness long enough. Now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to become someone even you can respect. Because your greatest enemy is not out there. It is hidden inside the reasons you keep using to stand still. And today, you will not let it win again.